going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host, Terry, and welcome to the channel. What the heck, man? It's always bad to dip, but man, what is going on right now in the stock market? That is what we're going to get into today. Are we going into another crash? What's going on? And, what can we do to better prepare ourselves to get ready for this presidential election and stimulus situation? So as you can see right now on the day, I'm down 1%, down 20 bucks on my account. Let's see here. Overall for the year, I'm still up, considering how bad this market is right now. I'm still up 5.5%, up $98, but that can change. Market right now is going really crazy. So let's get in here and just take a look at everything that's going on. So let me move this. And I wanted to show you guys, check this out as we go through my list here on Robinhood of stocks I follow. And the craziest thing is right now, Genius Brands of all, Genius Brands is up 6.5% today. Like what? So Genius Brands is pulling the weight for my LCA right now. That's down pretty big, down 4.65%. It's hitting almost $11 and it might even hit that. But I'm going to run down this list here and just show you guys. Don't panic. It ain't just LCA that's going down. It's a little bit of everything. Look at the ETF stocks I follow. ARKW is down. ARKK is down. TNA is down. ARKF is down. They're all down. And if you go here under banks, I have followed 4 different banks, and 3 out of the 4 is down, and the one that is positive is only up 0.3%. So that's barely breaking it. And if you look here under the blank check companies, they are all down like 1.75%, almost 4%, down 0.5. That one's up a little bit, down over 3.5%, down 1%. That one's almost up 1%. This one's down almost 2%, down 2%, down 0.37. This one's equal. This one's down 6.5% right here. Big Commerce down 0.75. Lords, the EV company, Lords is down 7.63%. This one's up a smidge. I mean, everything is down, like down 1.3, 2.67. That was Lords Motor up there. But yeah, other places are down as well, guys. There's a couple that's up just a little bit. I mean, look at how low all these stocks are right now, man. Everything is down. This is just crazy. Believe it or not, the cruise stocks is getting a small little gain here. And other stocks that I'm following, as you can see down here, not many of them are up at all. There's like 2 or 3 that's possibly up. And if they are up, it's possibly a smidge. And there's a ton of them that's down right now. So I definitely think there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. And you can see all these companies here, how they're all down. Even Apple's down 1.15%. Tesla's even down 3.4%, guys. So you know something's going on. A couple of these smaller stocks is getting some gains. Here's Fisker, man, down 6.87%. That is crazy. Fuel Cell's up 3.5%, almost 4%, so that's good. And here's the big winner right now I'm seeing, man. Genius Brands on my list, almost up 6%. So Genius Brands is getting some good news right now. They're going up pretty good. Everything else here, Trucks is doing pretty good, up 5.5%. But yeah, guys, look at all these ones down, man. Nikola Motors down almost 3%. Twitter's down 1.5%. So don't freak out. It's not just one particular stock that is going down. They're all going down right now. And what can we do? There's 4 key things that we can do in order to better prepare ourselves for the future of this. So, found this article here, and let's get into it here. This was posted here. It says, let me get this adjusted. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so don't panic and diversify. Here are 4 of the key interesting moves to make before the presidential election. This was an article done by Marie Bachman on The Motley Fool, published today. So this is 4 key things right now. So here's a little introduction. Many people understandably anxious about the results of this year's presidential election. Whoever is voted into office will face the daunting task of dealing with the virus pandemic, saving the economy, and reuniting the divided nation. The political stakes are high, but there's also a personal finance angle to consider. The results of this year's election could cause the stock market to plummet as an investor. You'd be wise to gear up for that possibility. Here's how. Number one thing on the thing is to make sure your portfolio is diversified. I actually need to take this advice myself. My portfolio is honestly not really well diversified right now. If I look between my Robinhood and my Fidelity, I think I have about close to 10 different stocks. And maybe that is diversified, but the problem is all my money is in about 70-80% is in one stock right now. So I don't think we really need to read this whole thing of why you need to diversify your portfolio, but I think it's pretty, obvious why. If you're in certain sectors of the stock market and one sector is running bad, then you have your other sectors to bring you up. So that's pretty much the point of why you want to have diversified in your portfolio. So this is just saying here, the 2020 election, the stock market can predict whether Joe Biden will be the next president or Donald Trump wins a second time. So here's another tip. Don't dump stocks that are already losing. When the stock market tanks as a whole, you should avoid selling off investments and locking in losses. However, there's a difference between general turn down and a few stocks in your portfolio that grossly underperform, even when the rest of your investments are up. You may want to unload sluggish stocks before the broader market is impacted by this year's election. That way, you minimize your losses. Losses you could use strategically for tax saving purposes. So basically what they're saying here is, if you have basically a lot of money, because if you're a small investor, this ain't really going to pertain to you. But if you watched a couple of Meet Kevin's videos, he did that, where you have a large amount of money invested, and if you go in and unload a bunch of stock that's underperforming, and you take that loss, it helps you on your taxes because you get to claim your losses as well as claiming your gains. So that's basically what that's saying here. If you're a small investor, I don't think it's really going to matter. I think this is probably for people that's up above six figures, probably in the 100,000 range, to where your taxes are crazy. But definitely you got to see someone on your taxes on how much you got invested and how much you gain and lose is definitely a key factor there. So this one here says, have a stockpile of cash. Stock market crashes offer money-making opportunities for investors. If the market tanks following the election, you may get a chance to load up on quality stocks that were previously expensive for you. For that, you'll need money. So now's the time to reserve a little cash. And I believe my man Jeremy from Financial Education said, have cash ready, 20 to 30% cash ready to purchase these companies when they go down. You don't have a ton of time now between the election, but spending more conservatively for the next few weeks give you more buying power in early November as could unloading a losing stock. So that's a very good point, basically saying that you want to make sure you have cash ready to go. So if stuff starts dipping and you want to buy back in, like you even saw Tesla down 3.5% today. But yeah, I mean, even Apple's down. Like I told you guys, I bought Apple at 123 and now it's down to 115. So that's $8 difference. So yeah, I wish I would have bought in Apple now at 115. Of course I would have. But that's the way it goes. So it is what it is. I'm not worried about it because I'm not looking to sell Apple anytime soon. Fourth and final thing here, and this is probably one of my favorites out of this, but practice the art of not panicking. And I do want to say that is the big thumbs up right there, because if you're going to invest in the stock market, you cannot panic. You cannot let whatever happens in the market get you down. I love my LCA family, but man, guys, there's people out there that just get so, I don't know, either upset or depressed or whatever. It's like, man, it is what it is. You're investing in the company. You can't help what happens to the stock market, in a sense. So we will pull around. It shows every year, proven fact, every year, no matter who gets elected as president, the stock market always goes up about 7%. So that doesn't matter who wins, in my opinion. that basically the stock market will always go up. But this here is this article saying, seeing your portfolio balance dive in a major political event can be alarming. But remember, you only lose stocks when you sell them at a loss. Guys, I just said this in my video yesterday. You never lose until you sell. So right there, it's right in here as well. You only lose money in stocks when you sell them at a loss. The market may crash in coming weeks, but if you stay calm and sit tight, you may be surprised how quickly your investments could recover. Reminding yourself of these facts now can keep a cool head even in a difficult situation. There's no way to predict how the outcome of this year's election will impact the stock market. Stock values could even rise once the results are announced. Still, it's best to prepare for the worst. So I think that is cool. 4 good key things that I agree with. And this one here, as an investor, I think anyone now that's a seasoned investor would tell you, man, you cannot panic in the stock market. You just can't do it. You got to be willing to, ride out the waves in the stock market. But here's the thing. If you own the stock, you always have that option to, if you just want to sell out and cut your losses or take small profits or whatever you want to do, you have that option, guys. Sell out. If you can't handle it, just sell out, cut your losses, and use it as a tax write-off. Or sell out, keep your cash on the side, and if the stock keeps dipping lower and lower, buy back in at that really low rate if you really believe in the company. And, like I said, if you don't believe in the stock you're holding and the stock's down so far and you don't think it's going to recover, just sell it off, use it as a tax write-off. So, and then you could also, if the stock's not doing good, when you sell that off, you could buy back into something that you believe in that could possibly help diversify your portfolio. So, guys, I hope this video kind of gives you a little scenario and what maybe you should do during this election. It's definitely good 4 key points, man, to keep in mind. So, guys, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up. Join the Thumbs Up Nation, man. I'll catch you all in the next one. And remember, too, I was going to usually say buy the dip, but right now I'm going to say make your own decisions, man. You know what? Make your own decisions. That's what you can do. Peace.